The World Economic Forum was just held in Davos not too long ago, and it's a convening of a bunch of billionaires and powerful individuals to talk about different economic events. And guess what event? Guess what industry took center stage? It was none other than the Metaverse. Okay, the Metaverse, the people are talking about, billionaires and powerful individuals are talking about what the Metaverse looks like in adoption to regular everyday life. What is this going to look like in 1 year, in 5 years, in 10 years, in 20 years? Is 3D meetings better than 2D meetings? And so they were discussing these topics, and in this video I'm going to do a lot of research on a lot of adoption coming into Metaverse, a specific Metaverse that received the largest amount of purchased virtual land in the history of Metaverse land sales, and whether or not you and I should be buying into that. If you're new to this channel, my name is Aaron. I'm on a journey to my next Bitcoin. I'm just a wild cowboy, just exploring the blockchain, just blockchain technology and what that looks like for the future, and trying to get in as early as possible on really good projects. And so if you look at some research, just a couple days ago, Andreessen Horowitz raises $4.5 billion for crypto investing, for a crypto fund. It's fourth one. And so a lot of this will go into DeFi. A lot of this will go into the Metaverse. And there's just a ton of excitement of money getting poured into it. We don't see this type of money running into AI. We don't see this type of money running into 5G. We don't see this type of money going into like biotech or anything like that. These other tech sectors, we see it all running into crypto and crypto adoption. And just recently, just a few days ago, it's a Metaverse record. The biggest property sale virtual land hits $5 million, okay? $5 million in one shot. So I wanna know who bought this and where did they buy? And we see here it's Curzio Research, a financial publishing company, so it's like a podcast, announced that they have recently purchased a sizable virtual land in TCG World, a not so popular Metaverse. Okay, so couple things here to check out. Who's Curzio Research and what is TCG World, and whether or not you and I should be doing something about it. And so I'm very interested about TCG World. It stands for apparently Trading Card Game World. Okay, so it's very like mythical. You see like a dragon flying in the background. I'm sure you could explore and do all kinds of things. There's different plots of land. It's split into 4 different quadrants or 4 different sectors. And the biggest thing that I see here first right off the bat is that these pieces of land are going for 1 BNB compared to Decentraland, where those pieces of land are going for like 4 ETH, which is like $11,000 compared to 1 BNB, which is like $300 right now. So in a space where this company bought this huge amount of land, $5 million, you could play on this ecosystem for merely 1 BNB, and you could see here that they're not done selling, right? It's 2,200 sold out of 5,600 for this particular type of land in gold forest, whatever that means. You know what I mean? And so, and I like gold, right? There's other levels. There's silver, gold, platinum, and diamond, I believe. And so, yeah, this seems like I would be. I mean, the price level is really, really good. Like at $300 at 1 BNB, especially right now. It seems pretty good to me, you know what I mean? So at least the price level doesn't price me out. I'm priced out of Ethereum, or I'm priced out of Sandbox, I'm priced out of Decentraland, but this seems like something that, it's possible to get in on early at the early floors. And if you're watching this channel, this is me, this is the type of stuff I love. I love getting into these different types of stuff. I love the Metaverse, you already know that, and I love getting in on things early. I'm not sponsored by this, okay? I just merely the news caught up to me, so I should probably have said that at the beginning. I'm not sponsored by this, but it's just very, very interesting. And so I did a little more research that the game, or the Metaverse, is launching probably September, October. So this was something that I was interested in. So, but what does it look like in the graphics? And so I wanted to pull this one up into showing you what this looks like, and it looks really good. I mean, look at this modeling and look at the size. You got a Pegasus. You're running on a Pegasus and you're flying around. That seems pretty cool. And so I guess you're rolling in here, and this looks good. This looks really good. It looks like something I would play. I guess he's gonna farm stuff, or he's got like a little pickaxe in here. Let me just switch. So you've got some kind of forest thing, some plot. And this video, it's just showing off the plots of land. So I think they're gonna be all interconnected. So you see that big green like swamp water. I don't think it's gonna be like that. I think this is just a demo on their different plots of land and how they're walking around with it. But this seems really good. This seems like good graphics. I didn't know that you could fly around in a metaverse. This is really the first time that I'm seeing this. I saw some other things where you're like driving around in a car. So it seems like a very fun playing game. It's that you could spend some time in here. But I did want to research on who Curzio Research was. And Curzio Research is this guy. He's had this podcast called Wall Street Unplugged, which is this one. And it has over 1,000, about 4 or 5 star ratings on Apple. He says he's been around for about 14 years. And this is what he said on one of his podcasts I listened to, like, why did he want to buy this? And you could kind of go in here and you could find out more on like how his thoughts on this. But just to summarize some of that research for you, with regarding to what he's going to use this land for, he says, I'm going to use it for commercial real estate. These where investors and VIP members can meet. I could have 3D meetings because they're better than 2D meetings. Educational seminars and conferences, and I could have my podcast. I have ideas on how to do my podcast there. I could build I want to build an investment community and provide a private, special private placement deals within this metaverse. He just bought. The $5 million deal was him. Over thousands of acres of land. And so he's saying that, Wall Street Bets is going to be there as well with an $11 million member community. And he could even lease these lands for recurring revenue. And this is for long-term reasons. There are small fees on TCG World, and it's permissionless. It's not like Facebook or Sandbox or Fortnite or where there's like high fees and you have to play within certain confines and rules. And a lot of people are upset about like Apple taking a bunch of the high fees. Meta, Facebook is going to do the same thing. They're going to take high fees, but not TCG World. And this is why he really likes this. And so in these 2 articles, he really goes into summarizing what he likes about it, and demand for real estate in the metaverse, and why he made this tech or this purchase. TCG World has a big community in the Philippines and Brazil, and so for low fees, these guys from the Philippines and Brazil are developing new lands, and all these developers are getting built up, and then they're going to try to reach out to these other places for more adoption, for more people rushing into this thing. Again, this is going to be launched in September. Now, here's the last question: am I buying into this? And the answer is yes. I think the price point is just right at where I can afford it at $300. I bought one piece of land. I bought it in Asia because that's where he bought his land in Asia. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or bad thing. I tend to be where more people are, but it seems like each one of these different sectors can offer different benefits to living there. Like you have more minerals to mine or something like that. Here's the map that I'm going to be loading up here. It shows the different sectors of the world and stuff like that. But I wanted to be where more people were, and so Asia seemed like the right place for me to be. And so this is the map. I just bought mine for 1BNB here in Asia. You could come and join me, and we could kind of have like a cowboy hangout. Just for full disclosure, like I bought into the pre-sale, which is not full disclosure. I can't dump on you in a pre-sale. Like a lot of these YouTubers were dumping on their people. No, the pre-sale's right here. It holds an ETH. I bought in with like 0.2 ETH, and so I didn't want to go too hard into the paint with this thing because I don't really know much about it. I joined their Discord, their Telegram, just to be part of the community, and so I'm just very interested in this. But more specifically, I'm more interested in the metaverse. I'm more interested in buying land and acquiring land now during these bear market prices. When I did sell and I got out of the market in a lot of ways, and now I'm buying into Bitcoin. I'm buying into these projects that I find like really interesting, and more importantly there's a lot of people being adopted. I should say that they do have a section for partners here. It's my favorite thing to look up. They have quite a number of partners, and I was a little bit concerned because some of these partners are not. These are different projects. They're very small partners like Elongate and Stock Dads. It's kind of weird. They didn't have a lot of venture capitalists, and they were actually specific on that. And they said that they're not taking money from outside investors. They want to keep things very pure, and that's what's happening with Decentraland. They're taking money from outside investors, all this institutional money, and it's driving up the prices, and it's pricing us all out. So there's no real adoption. Like in these other places, they're just going to have a bunch of commercial business. But here, it's still very early. It's still, so this play right now for me, I'm looking to see what happens closer to September. I might sell my land, I might not. I'm definitely going to sell these pre-sale tokens. That's definitely my play. I'm going to hold this until September. So that's June, July, August, September, 4-month hold. This is my strategy, and I'll probably give an update to this video, in September, October. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think about TCG World. Check it out. And I'm going to continue my exploration to CNFTs and the metaverse plays. This is kind of the degen stuff that I like right now. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you again.